Hey everyone, today I'm gonna tell you the incredible story behind the boy Caleb, who hides his backpack in his room out of his parents' sight. But before we go into that, don't forget to subscribe to Story Weaver and hit that like button. So let's dive in. Over the course of a few weeks, Noah, Caleb's father, will become more and more concerned about his son's behavior. One day in particular, he noticed that his son Caleb had become quiet after school and quickly ran away in his room, hiding his backpack. Caleb's behavior over the course of a few months became more and more secretive, and he even started asking his mother for money. This led Noah and his wife Jessica to investigate what was really going on with their son. The following morning, Noah went to school early and spoke with Caleb's teacher, who was unable to provide him with the answers he was seeking. However, they soon discovered that Caleb had been arriving to class late nearly every day for the past few weeks and had been acting strangely, becoming very protective of his backpack. The principal also informed Noah that his son had been extremely quiet, which was not his normal behavior previously. He seemed like his mind was constantly focused on something else and not the important things like school. Caleb had even been dismissed from one of his classes for failing to pay attention. A few of the students were called into the principal's office. They all gave an identical story. Since the previous Christmas, Caleb had undergone a sudden transformation, becoming very protective of his backpack, not being very communicative, and overall just being a different person, it seemed. Why this happened was a mystery to Noah, his father, but he was sure it has something to do with what was in his backpack. So of course he became more and more worried, and he decided to find out. The first thing that Noah tried is he tried talking to his son when he came back home that day, but Caleb refused to tell him anything, being dismissive and secretive. That only raised his parents' concerns. What happened next is Noah decided to follow his son to school the next day. He was desperate and worried to find out what was going on. Caleb seemed to take the bus and had once again filled up his backpack. Noah kept following the bus, but at the last stop before school, Caleb got off. Noah quickly parked his car to track Caleb on foot. However, after about 15 minutes of trailing his son, he completely lost track of where he was, so he had to intercept him at school. Noah quickly drove to the school to see if he could intercept Caleb, but it did not seem like Caleb was anywhere close to the school. And after an entire hour, Caleb finally arrived at school. Later that day, Noah decided to confront Caleb and finally find out what was happening. He took the backpack and found a hidden compartment in Caleb's backpack where he found stacks of money. It turns out that Caleb had been secretly working at a local grocery store to help pay for his mother's medical bills. And not only that, he was also feeling ashamed that he couldn't afford to help his family more, and that was why he had been hiding the money from his parents. In the end, Noah was proud of his son for stepping up and taking on such a big responsibility. He promised to help Caleb find a better paying job so that he wouldn't have to work so many hours and could actually focus on his schoolwork. Caleb was relieved to finally have his parents' support and was happy that he could help his family in such a big way.